This isn't a console trailer. This is what's coming to your phone. I've analyzed 14 insane new releases that will completely change the game, and we're starting now. Kicking things off with a speculative giant, we have the Monster-Taming action RPG Dragon Quest SmashGrow. While details are scarce, imagine a game combining the iconic monster collecting of the Dragon Quest monster series with the explosive physics-based combat of a game like the action puzzle game Angry Birds. The concept is simple. You collect classic Dragon Quest slimes, drakes, and golems, and then literally smash them into enemy hordes and fortresses in real-time battles. It's a formula that feels like the creature collecting of the RPG series Pokemon had a baby with a demolition derby. We're picturing deep RPG progression where feeding and evolving your monsters not only powers them up but also changes their weight, trajectory, and smashing power. It's a wild, inventive take on a legendary franchise. Next, pound your drums for the Viking rhythm game RagnaRock Viking Rhythm. Already a smash hit in the VR space, this game is set to bring its epic metal soundtrack and visceral rhythm gameplay to mobile. You're the captain of a Viking longship, and your goal is to hammer runes in time with face-melting Viking metal anthems to power your ship faster than your rivals. Think of it as the intense drumming of the music game, Rock Band, meeting the competitive racing of the kart racer, Mario Kart, all while sailing to Valhalla. The mobile version promises intuitive touch controls that make you feel every drumbeat, a global leaderboard to prove your rhythmic supremacy, and a soundtrack so epic it'll make you want to grow a beard. If you could add any metal song to this game, what would it be? Let us know in the comments. Brace yourselves for a true next-gen experience with the Norse Mythology MMORPG, Legend of Ymir. Built on Unreal Engine 5, this isn't just a mobile game. It's a jaw-droppingly gorgeous world that rivals top-tier PC MMOs. This is what happens when the dark, gritty world of the action RPG, God of War, merges with the massive-scale siege warfare of the MMO, Lineage. Based on the popular Korean fantasy novel, Ymir puts you in the center of an epic conflict between factions in a world steeped in Norse mythology. Expect motion-captured combat that feels weighty and impactful, colossal world bosses that require dozens of players to take down, and graphics so realistic you'll forget you're playing on a phone. This is one of the top iOS games pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Keeping the fantasy theme alive, we have the fantasy MMORPG, Destiny Rising Global. This title aims to deliver a classic, content-rich MMO experience directly to your fingertips. It features 4 unique classes, sprawling continents to explore, and a heavy focus on both PvE dungeons and massive PvP guild wars. The core gameplay loop feels like a fusion between the anime aesthetic of the MMORPG Genshin Impact and the deep, party-based dungeon crawling of the classic MMO, World of Warcraft. With features like an auto-battle system for grinding, a player-driven economy, and cosmetic customization, Destiny Rising Global is shaping up to be a perfect hidden gem for players looking for a new world to call home. Get ready to go Super Saiyan with another exciting speculative title, the team-based action RPG, Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra. The name suggests a focus on squad-based combat, leading us to imagine a game that blends the fast-paced, 3D arena fighting of the fighting game, Dragon Ball FighterZ, with the strategic team-building mechanics of a hero collector. Picture this. You assemble your ultimate 4-person squad from across the entire Dragon Ball timeline. Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, even characters from GT and Super, and unleash devastating team-up attacks. We're envisioning a system where character placement and synergy are key, creating combos that trigger iconic scenes straight from the anime. This is the ultimate what-if simulator for every Dragon Ball fan. Time to slow things down and hit the links with the realistic sports simulator Golf Star 2. The original set a high bar for mobile golf, and this sequel is poised to perfect it. We're expecting a massive graphical overhaul featuring real-world courses rendered in stunning detail, and a revamped physics engine that accounts for wind, terrain, and even humidity. Think of it as the professional realism of the golf simulator PGA Tour 2K distilled into a perfectly accessible mobile package. With a deep career mode, real-time multiplayer matches, and endless gear customization, this is set to be one of the best Android games for sports fans. What's the craziest trick shot you've ever pulled off in a golf game? Share your stories below. Now for something completely different. In the Cyberpunk narrative adventure, NeoCab, you are one of the last human taxi drivers in a future dominated by automation. This isn't a game about combat, it's about survival through conversation. Each passenger has a story, and every dialogue choice you make affects your mood, your rating, and your ability to uncover a sinister mystery. It's the branching narrative of the interactive drama Detroit Become Human meeting the atmospheric, neon-drenched world of the film Blade Runner. You have to balance your emotional state with your need to earn a living, making for a uniquely stressful and deeply compelling experience that's a true must-play. Now for something completely different. In the Cyberpunk narrative adventure, NeoCab, you are one of the last human taxi drivers in a future dominated by automation. This isn't a game about combat, it's about survival through conversation. Each passenger has a story, and every dialogue choice you make affects your mood, your rating, and your ability to uncover a sinister mystery. It's the branching narrative of the interactive drama Detroit Become Human meeting the atmospheric, neon-drenched world of the film Blade Runner. You have to balance your emotional state with your need to earn a living, making for a uniquely stressful and deeply compelling experience that's a true must-play. Now for something completely different. In the Cyberpunk narrative adventure, NeoCab, you are one of the last human taxi drivers in a future dominated by automation. This isn't a game about combat, it's about survival through conversation. Each passenger has a story, and every dialogue choice you make affects your mood, your rating, and your ability to uncover a sinister mystery. It's the branching narrative of the interactive drama Detroit Become Human meeting the atmospheric, neon-drenched world of the film Blade Runner. You have to balance your emotional state with your need to earn a living, making for a uniquely stressful and deeply compelling experience that's a true must-play. Gear up and get ready for high-stakes action in the top-down extraction shooter, Quarantine Zone: The Last Check. This game throws you into a zombie-infested city with one goal: get in, grab valuable loot, and get out before you're overwhelmed or taken out by other players. It's the brutal, unforgiving tension of the hardcore shooter, Escape from Tarkov, boiled down into an intense top-down mobile experience. Every run is a gamble. Do you risk going for that high-tier supply drop, or do you extract with the gear you've already found? With deep weapon customization and a constant sense of dread, this game is not for the faint of heart. What's your go-to survival strategy in a zombie apocalypse? Let us know your master plan. Get a blast from the past with a modern twist in the action racing MMO Tales Runner RPG. Based on the classic PC Online game, this mobile adaptation reimagines the fairy tale obstacle course racing with deeper RPG elements. It's no longer just about who's fastest. It's about building your character, equipping gear, and using skills to overcome challenges. Imagine the chaotic, item-filled racing of the party game Fall Guys blended with the character progression and stats of a full-fledged RPG. You'll be racing through tracks based on classic stories like Jack and the Beanstalk, but this time, your stats and equipment will matter just as much as your reflexes. Prepare to bend time itself in the brilliant indie hit, the time-bending puzzle game, Timelie. In this stealth adventure, you guide a girl and her cat through a surreal world patrolled by hostile robots. The genius mechanic is a timeline at the bottom of the screen, just like a video player. You can scrub forwards and backwards in time to plan your actions perfectly, setting up distractions with the cat and moving the girl to safety in a flawless sequence. It's the strategic, turn-based planning of the puzzle game Into the Breach, married with the stealth mechanics of the tactical espionage series, Metal Gear Solid. It's an incredibly clever and rewarding experience that makes you feel like a master tactician. The undisputed king of tactical shooters is finally coming to claim its mobile throne. The 5v5 hero shooter Valorant Mobile is a no-compromise port of the globally revered PC game. We're talking the same lethal, precision gunplay, the same strategic agent abilities, and the same high-stakes, round-based gameplay. This is the ultimate fusion. The razor-sharp tactical punishment of the PC shooter Counter-Strike combined with the vibrant, super-powered chaos of the hero shooter Overwatch, all perfectly optimized for touchscreens. With a custom-built mobile interface and netcode, Riot Games is promising an uncompromised competitive experience. This isn't just a mobile game, it's a new era for mobile esports. Which agent will you main on mobile? Sound off in the comments. Finally, unleash your inner warrior in the mythological action game, Katana Dragon. This game blends fast-paced hack-and-slash combat with a beautiful ink-wash art style inspired by Japanese mythology. You play as a lone samurai tasked with hunting down mythical beasts and giant dragons. The gameplay feels like the stylish, combo-heavy combat of the action game Devil May Cry, filtered through the artistic lens of the classic adventure game Okami. You'll master different stances, parry devastating attacks, and unleash powerful elemental magic in a fluid and satisfying dance of death. This is a true hidden gem for players who appreciate both style and substance. And there you have it, 14 absolutely massive new mobile games that prove September is one for the history books. If you enjoyed this look at the latest in mobile gaming and want to stay ahead of the curve, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video, where we'll be diving into the most anticipated offline mobile games. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.